Welcome to this Avon business meeting. My name is Jackie Kazook and I work for Avon. Thank you for taking the time to join me this morning. I just want to review and make sure you're aware of some of the programs. So that's why I am starting seriously every Thursday to have some business meetings, webinars like this, and that you can attend and just know what's going on with Avon. And well, I want to review and make sure that you're aware of all these programs. So I'll go over it and I won't go into too much detail, but I will in the following webinars. So last Tuesday, I was on Avon's Leadership Roundup webcast with Rami, and they did some recognition for leadership representatives who have earned extra bonuses and who've earned their incentives, like the double year commissions that happened at the end of 2015. Trips have been earned, even a car for a year. So next time I really want to see your names on these webcasts, okay? Because I didn't see too many in our Latitude division. So if you're from another division, congratulations. If your name was up there, but I want to see even more people across Canada on these, your names on these webcasts as people who have earned these incentives. I don't understand why there are more representatives going into leadership. I mean, I was amazed at how many on how high the commissions were in the last quarter. Some in the double year commission incentive had earned $8,000, up to $8,000 in commissions in the last 4 months of the year. I mean, in the last 3 months of the year, I'm sorry. So that's amazing to me. So anyway, I won't go into details, like I said, in the current programs, but I want to make sure you know what's out there. And on my agenda today, it's to take you through your first steps, increasing your earnings with Avon through your sales and your leadership, an overview of the current programs. And next Thursday, I'll go through the training booklet a representative receives with her welcome kit, and we'll talk about helping her create her business list. So, with Avon, there are 2 ways to earn, right? Through your beauty sales, earning from your sales and building a customer base and earning your profit from that, building your customer base and increasing your order size, things like that. So the other part of making money with Avon is through leadership. That's recruiting others, and you'll earn bonuses and commissions from building a strong team. So earning money with Avon consists of sell to more people. So if you have more books out there, the more chances that you're selling to more people, right? You may want to offer a current customer extra books to hand out to people she knows or where she works. Think of that. If you're trying to increase your customer base. Ask for referrals and increase your order size. Increase your order size, by that I mean if you're selling to a customer, if she's buying a mascara, have you pointed out that you have your eyeliners on sale? Or does she need a brow liner or a lip liner? If you're selling nail enamel, well, does she need a bottom coat? And does she need a top coat? If she paints her toenails, well, does she like our footwork products? And talk about the products that you love. It might entice her to try it as well. Invest in more books. You're going to see that when you submit an order and you buy 1 pack of books, Avon books, a pack of 10, it's $10.65. But do the test. Enter 3 packs and then go through your order all the way up from steps 1, 2, and 3 at the review your order page when you're in item entry. There are 3 steps. So in review your order, it'll show you what your discount is. You'll see that by purchasing 3 packs of brochures, the price goes down dramatically, almost to half price. So it might be worth it for you to spend an extra $6 and get 30 books instead of just 10. Imagine from your extra books, you might get 2, 3, or 4 extra customers. Maybe canvas a new neighborhood. If you happen to catch a customer in a certain neighborhood where you don't serve, why not distribute books there, door to door, or leave a flyer or your business card, something in the mailboxes. Google everything about Avon. Get more ideas. In recruiting, well, think of prospecting. Instead of saying prospecting like that, use lifestyle prospecting. It's something that we thought of, incorporate it in your everyday life. So a good idea is maybe to get yourself a little portfolio or something where you can, I know they're about 12 to $15 at a Staples, and it's big enough to maybe hold one brochure, but inside a pad of paper with a pen, and your business cards would fit in there, and some recruiting flyers. So when you go out, it's big enough or small enough to put in your purse or your tote bag, and always have it with you. So when you're speaking to at least 3 people a day about your Avon business, or when you, I don't know, pick up your pet supplies or go to your daycare to pick up your child, you might want to pull out a business card or a flyer or a brochure or something about your Avon business and hand it to the person. So always be ready. So that's what I mean by incorporating it into your lifestyle. You never know when the conversation might come up that you're an Avon representative and you're there for them if they would like to buy or sell. Recruiting means growing your own Avon team, getting your team to sell by sharing tips, having contests, and making it fun. Why not do, so you've recruited maybe a couple of people, and just let your district manager know this, and that maybe you'd like to have a conference call with everyone at the same time and share ideas and share information. Wouldn't that be great? But you got to let us know that you want to do that. So every district manager has access to a conference call number. And well, promote Avon. Promote your business and find ways how. I've Googled everything about Avon, and my goodness, it's endless what representatives are doing. I find a lot of American representatives are doing a lot more than the Canadian representatives in forms of promoting their business. They're doing YouTube videos, they have blogs, they have their own web pages. Wow, I found it really impressive. So steal some of their ideas, right? They have their Facebook pages, Twitter accounts, they have Pinterest pictures up there. It's endless, really. So here are a couple of ideas that I found. Have you thought of this one? Swapping coupons with a local business. I really liked this one. Imagine making up a flyer, something that's in a form of maybe a bookmark, a quarter page of an 8.5 by 11 page. Print something up and consider it as advertising. I mean, have you looked at the cost of advertising lately? Well, other businesses have too. It's expensive. So take a day to canvass businesses. Have your flyer and ask businesses if they can share your flyer or even a coupon that you might have made up. A coupon with your information and maybe something like $1 off your first beauty purchase with me, and advertise that you're the local Avon representative. I think that's a great idea. So share your flyer, sorry, or your coupon. They'll share them with their customers, and you can take their flyer or coupon and share them with your customers. Keep an open mind. I mean, any privately owned business, keep in mind any privately owned business will do a coupon or will have a menu or a flyer. Think of maybe a florist, a bakery, a pizzeria, restaurant, a dry cleaner, places like that. They all have their coupons or their own flyers, right? So approach the store manager and ask if they wouldn't mind doing that. I would recommend that if you have a coupon, write the business name on the back. So if it's so-and-so's pizzeria, you give them 20 of your coupons, write it on the back. And then when you receive that coupon back from a customer, you'll know that that coupon actually works and that they actually gave them out. So you'll know which one works more effectively. I thought it was a great idea. How about bulletin boards? Not only is this a great place for your business cards or recruiting flyers, but it's also a good place to find events in the area or situations to recruit from. Maybe even snap a quick picture and follow up on it later. Maybe there's a business here that you can swap coupons with, and somebody you can talk to about starting an Avon business or partner with an event. You might find people who are willing to babysit. They're a babysitter or a daycare. So those are places or people you may contact as somebody who would be interested in starting your own Avon business. Of course, you've heard of Avon parties, um, leaving your flyers and books at laundromats, places like that, yard sales, sporting events. So you know what? Tuesday, I'm having another webinar on the 26th of January on reaching top seller level. So top seller is reaching maybe gold or President's Club level, where you get better discounts and access to more. So we'll talk then about different ways to get more customers and at the same time increasing your customer order size. Tuesday, I'll also be having a webinar on an Avon Opportunity meeting where you can invite anyone who might even be thinking of joining Avon, or if you're new or somebody who's new on your team. And it's just talking about the benefits of Avon as a business. And, you can have several businesses going. You can be a Tupperware seller, you can be a Mary Kay seller, and also use Avon as one of your businesses. So why not? You're reaching maybe different types of customers. Some people are even passion party representatives. Avon is a different venue for different people. And I find it's affordable. There's something for everyone. And, it's just a great thing to sell, I find, and it's fun. Okay. And it's always different, right? Every 2 weeks you get a new book, new flyers to hand out or to share. Sorry. So on my screen, I'm putting up the recruiting flyer. It's something you get in your welcome kit when you join Avon. When you join Avon. It's also in your website under leadership and the leadership rewards program. I won't read the fine details, but the fine details will tell you things like what a qualifying qualifying recruit means. A qualifying recruit means somebody who joins your team and she actually builds up her very first campaign order to $100 or more and pays for it on time. That's the type of thing that's written in the fine print, and you can read that yourself by opening it up in your Avon website. Now, you earn, every time you find someone, you earn $25 cash bonus, and that's for your qualifying recruit. Don't stop there, though. Keep going. That's unlimited. Even if you find someone to join your team and her first order is only $50, that's fine. Because when you reach the first title, when you have 5 people on your team, you start getting commissions on your team's sales that Avon pays you. And so that person who didn't reach her qualifying order, you still get commission from that. So it doesn't matter. Keep going. But do your best because you want to go get those $25 cash bonuses. So there are 4 incredible levels in leadership. Those are titles. So each time you reach a title, you get a title bonus. The first title is unit leader. That means you have 5 people on your team actively ordering, and they have all placed their first qualifying order. It might mean you have to get 8 to 10 people on your team to get at least 5 of those to place a qualifying order. It's just a matter of coaching her on how to share her e-brochure. Writing down who she's going to be sharing it with. Get her to write down all of her family and her friends and her co-workers. And she's going to ask them what their email is. She's going to post it on Facebook. And she's going to do a follow-up. So she'll send her email link with the brochure link. And she'll let that person know, hey, Mary, I just sent you an email link with my Avon brochures. I've just started my business. Take a look at it. I'm placing my order Tuesday, so if you need anything, let me know. Okay, at least the person knows to go look and check her email, right, to see that link. And so once you get 5 people on your team, you're a unit leader, and you get that $150 unit leader bonus from Avon. That's great. Reach the next title and you get $500. The next title is Advanced Unit Leader, and it goes on all the way up to Senior Executive Leader. There are 2 ways to earn bonuses with leadership. When a member of your team also recruits. So remember, work with someone, always introduce leadership to your team members. It's there for her as well. when one of your team members reaches her title of unit leader, she gets her bonuses and you get $100 for developing a unit leader, and it goes on from there. In leadership, you get the opportunity to win a fabulous trip and the opportunity to drive a car free for a whole year. Awesome. So remember, when you reach your first title, like unit leader, now you start collecting commission from your team sales. So it's important to keep in touch with your team and make sure that they're ordering brochures, share tips, make it fun so that they keep selling for you to keep collecting your commissions. Here's kind of a fast way to look at it. It's your leadership earning bonus pathway. Here's how to earn over $1,000 in bonuses from growing your leadership team. As a candidate, unit leader, and advanced unit leader, you earn $25 cash bonus for every successful personal recruit. So imagine getting 5 people, that's $125. Achieve unit leader title and get $150 bonus. Continue to grow your team to achieve advanced unit leader and get 5 more people on your team, which gets you $125 more. When you reach that title of advanced unit leader, that means that you have developed 2 unit leaders on your team. Every time you do, you get $100. So get 2 and that'll give you $200. Achieve advanced unit leader and earn $500 bonus. So you can earn over $1,000 when you and 2 team members on your first generation build from candidate to unit leader. And the building bonuses are without limits. That's just great. I mean, that money sounds nice. And it does take some work, some follow-up, and I don't know, just make it fun. You know, a representative is the best person to explain her own success by selling Avon. I mean, just let her know where you picked up customers. It might be because you left a few books lying around. You left some at a garage. You left some at a clinic. You left some at the pet groomer. And all of a sudden you start getting calls for orders where you didn't even, know that you left a book. So now imagine, how does $5,000 sound to you? Doesn't that sound great? What would you do with $5,000? It might be to take your family on a vacation or get that renovation done that you've always been wanting. Refinish the basement maybe. Well, take a look at our fast track program in leadership. Now this is a program there for you once you've reached unit leader. So the first step is for you to reach that darn unit leader title. Get going on that. Really put your mind to it. And then if you want to, go for this fast track program and get $5,000 in your first 6 months after reaching unit leader. Now, how do you do that? I'll just go over the qualifiers here and I'll email you this flyer. If you would like a paper copy, let me know. Now, this fast track program is open to all Avon independent sales representatives. So this is something that you can talk about with your team members as well. Now, remember, I said qualifying personal recruit is somebody who places their very first campaign order. This one is a little bit different, but keep going because you want to earn those $25 cash bonuses, right? So here's the fast track. The guaranteed earnings qualifiers for this money here, for you to earn $100, $150, and it goes all the way to $5,000 if you add all that up. Meet your personal qualifier volume of $100 in each campaign. That means you yourself, you have to keep selling at least $100 in each campaign. So that means you have to have at least 4 or 5 customers, right? You can't show somebody how to sell unless you're selling yourself. So make it a team thing. Meet your total generation 1 sales qualifier in each campaign. So remember I said to be in the fast track program, you have to be a unit leader. That means that you have to have 5 people active on your team and your total team sales, including yourself, that's 6 people minimum. or your whole team. You might have 10 people on your team, whatever. You at least have to be selling $1,000 in the campaign. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people all together selling $1,000. It's pretty good. So that's a qualifier. You all have to keep selling. Recruit 1 new representative in each campaign. And like I said, have 5 active representatives minimum in your first generation in each campaign. But recruit every campaign. And the new representative must have a minimum order of $50 qualifying volume. So by recruiting 1 new person per campaign, for her to qualify, she's got to have at least $50 in sales. But don't worry, because you're collecting commission on that, because you're a unit leader. Okay. So you earn bonuses by helping your team grow into a unit leader, and $250 per unit leader. If you grow and develop them in your first 4 campaigns in the Fast Track program, earn $150 per unit leader if they're developed in your 5th to 13th campaign while you're in the program. So there's a great potential in this Fast Track program. And remember, it's open to everyone. Sorry about that. I have a bad cold. Your first step, of course, is to invite someone. So you're speaking to people about your Avon business, and it strikes an interest. And well, Mary, why don't I just invite you to join Avon? I invite you to register. It costs $10 to enroll, and we ship before you pay. And I encourage you to, the moment you register, to start talking to everybody you know that you have started your Avon business. You need their email to send a link to your brochures and flyers, and post your brochures on Facebook as soon as possible. And well, you're going to invite her by you going into your Avon website and clicking on Sales Leadership. And then you're going to see a tab here, a little pink thing saying Create Invite. You're going to need her full name and her email minimum. Do a follow-up because she'll receive an email invitation. So ask her, did you look at your email? I sent you an invitation. Fill it out. Avon will issue out some credit to you because we ship before you pay. And let's take a look at your website. Depending upon where she lives, you're going to want to maybe have her start an order and check out her calendar so she can determine what her order cutoff day is. She'll see the calendar. She'll see her selection of delivery days, which will give her her submit your order by date. Okay? Or you can have somebody go to the Avon website and add you as a sponsor when they click on join. The next step, of course, if you haven't already, is to let Avon know that you've joined leadership. They need your social insurance number. Avon will not issue out any payouts of leadership bonuses or commissions unless they have your social insurance number. So you can call them at customer care or send a message through the Contact Us on the bottom of your Avon website. Follow up with the person you sent an invite to. She must answer all the questions they ask on the invitation to register, and Avon will simply score her and determine how much credit to start her with. Okay, let her know that when she's building up her very first Avon order, although there's no minimum, there's something in it for her if she builds it up to $100 or more before her discount. And remind her that she that she must pay on time. Okay. So Avon needs your social insurance number, and then go in your Avon website and in direct deposit, put your banking information. So then when you're eligible for your bonuses and commission, they can deposit that into your bank account. It's cash. Now here's the current recruiting offers. For somebody who joins Avon, they might have joined in campaign 26 and finally in campaign 3, they're ready to submit their very first Avon order. Well, although there's no minimum order size, if they build up their very first campaign order to $100 or more and pay for it on time, Avon will send them this beautiful recruiting offer. I love this gym bag, and it's right on time for the beginning of the year when people are into working out. They've made their New Year's resolution where they're going to get fit. I love this bag, and it's got a water bottle inside and some Footworks products. Okay, so it's for those who place their very first campaign order in campaign 3 through 5 inclusive. So that's what's in it for her. Also, direct her to the Opportunities tab in her website under Getting Started, and it reminds her of her discount and the fast track, where she can fast track herself to a better discount, 35%. Now, where can you find people to join Avon? Anywhere, really. Think of a hospital. Think of leaving your book with a flyer to sell or buy, your recruiting flyer in a hospital. Book yourself a table at a craft fair. A small business like a pet shop, job fairs, offices, gyms, social media, and job sites. Who would want to join Avon? Someone who needs to earn an extra income, maybe a stay-at-home mom, someone who loves to shop, someone who's retired and needs the extra cash or just needs something to do to meet people, somebody who's getting married. What do you need? Well, you need support, right? You can't remember everything, so ask your district manager. Even ask to maybe do a conference call with a team member, somebody thinking of joining Avon. You can explain it together. You need to be selling at the same time because you're coaching people on how to sell, so you need to sell Avon. You need extra books to hand out to people who are just joining, so maybe hand her a couple of extra books so she can start building her very first order. She does get a welcome kit in her first delivery. It contains 10 books for the next campaign and 10 books for the campaign after that, along with an invoice pad and reading material. You also need to be slightly organized. You probably already have a calendar, writing down when your orders have to be in, when you do your deliveries, when you have to follow up with your customers, things like that. But maybe get an agenda or even get a portfolio, the size of a brochure about, so you can have it in your purse all the time with a pad of paper and a pen, some business cards in there and some recruiting flyers, so you're always ready. Get social, be on Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, get your name out there across Canada. Make yourself a flyer to post or ask me to make one for you. Flyers to hand out. Ask me to send you some flyers, some recruiting flyers, and maybe ask us before your preferred delivery date so we can put it in your delivery. I put on my screen a picture of the What's New bags. Now these are clear plastic bags, just big enough to put a brochure, a sample, and a flyer in there. And I thought it was a great idea. Those plastic clear bags are available in your What's New magazine towards the end. They're not shown, but there is a description with a code and a price on there, so you may consider investing in that. And they're great if you want to leave them on doorknobs, if you want to leave them with somebody who works in an office. She might take 5 and hand them out to people she works with. Or maybe leave some, if you're parked somewhere at a Walmart and you want to leave about 5 or 10 on your windshield with a sign saying, please take one. That would be a great way to prospect as well. We'd love to help you make money this year. And like I said, on the next Avon Leadership Roundup webinars, we'd love to see your name there as someone who's achieving some extra earnings with Avon. So what's in it for the new Avon representative? If you have to explain it to someone, well, it's only $10 to start your own Avon business. You get a discount. We ship first and you pay later. She can receive free products in her very first, if her very first order qualifies. And they do deliver these products in her 3rd to 4th delivery. So she's got to keep on selling to receive her free products. Like I said, take a peek under Opportunities and the Getting Started tab right in your Avon website. So, there's unlimited earnings with Avon. If she purchases something out of her demo book, out of the What's New, it's not taxed. She can earn up to 50%. She can earn up to 50% on what she sells. She can share her e-brochures virtually, easily. In the What's New tab, in the, Opportunities and Getting Started tab, here's what you see. A few tabs to look into. The Did You Know, where it explains her discount. She can fast track herself within her first 6 campaigns to a gold level discount. That's 35% for a full year and a whole year after that, unless she reaches the next level. To fast track to gold, or a 35% when you're new with Avon, within your first 3 months or 6 campaigns, the clock starts ticking after you've entered your first Avon order. Sell $1,150 or more before your discount, and you'll be bumped up to a 35% discount on beauty and 20% on non-beauty. And that's actually your profit when you're selling. And they'll bump you up on your 8th campaign. So this discount of 25% is good for your first 7 campaigns. But to qualify for the gold level, do it in your first 6. So remember, when you meet somebody new and she's working on her Avon business, have her write down everybody she will email her e-brochure link to, then everyone she will give a book to, and ask her how she's doing. Remember, she can leave her books in clinics, hair salons, community centers, local businesses. Open up her mind to different people other than her family and friends, because she won't be able to count on those people ordering every 2 weeks, right? So you need to build up a customer base. Every Thursday, I'll have a leadership webinar. Register and get the replay. On Tuesdays, I'll be talking about reaching top seller level called President's Club. And if you're into selling and you want to reach President's Club, or you want to maintain, don't wait until the last quarter of the year to do something big or to buy a lot or to sell a lot. Start now. Start at the beginning of the year by selling, and different ways to sell, different ideas. Like, I know we say fundraisers, but what does it entail? It sounds kind of scary having a fundraiser, but it simply means approaching a daycare, a school, or the firemen. They're always into something, the church, and saying, I'd like to offer my brochure profits for the next month. I'd like to share my profit with you and help you in your fundraiser. Ask your district manager to support you with books, or invest in more books, and give them maybe, I don't know, 100 books, and say, if everybody can pass these out, and put a sticker on there, it's a fundraiser brochure. I would suggest maybe doing it with one product, like bubble bath. You'll share your product, you'll share your profit on bubble bath that you sell. Make a flyer and hand out the books. At the same time, you're collecting extra customers and contacts that way. But you know what? They'll take anything. Even if it means an extra $50 that you have to share with them, they'll take it, believe me. At the same time, it helps you increase your orders dramatically, and it helps you get more contacts. Also on Tuesdays, I'll be having an Avon Opportunity meeting for those who are just thinking about joining Avon. So invite anyone who's curious and share the invitation link you receive. Finally, do you need any pictures forwarded to you? I'd be glad to do it. Just let me know by replying. I have a bunch of different types of pictures, the recruiting flyer if you're not able to find it on your website, and I'd love to share it with you. Join your district face group page or your group pages, and they have terrific things there to share as well. And I want to thank you for joining me today.